Thank you very much. I am honored to be here today to accept the position as your Director of Athletics at the University of Pittsburgh. And I want to thank everyone who was involved in the search process, the members of the athletic department, our coaching staff, as well as the entire search committee for the time that they spent with me. Your keen insights and thoughtful feedback about what makes Pitt attractive and what you believe we can accomplish here helped me make my decision to come to the University of Pittsburgh. And thank you to Glenn Sugiyama from DHR. You and your team are first class, and it has been an honor to get to know you. You know, we don't know each other yet, and I look forward to building a relationship with you. Meanwhile, here's what you need to know about me. Throughout my career, I was fortunate to work for 3 legendary athletic directors. They influenced me, and they continue to influence me, and here's how. Bob Goyne at the University of Cincinnati, he taught me about hard work, accountability, and building genuine relationships, and I bring those things to Pitt. Number 2, Andy Geiger at Ohio State. He was a visionary and influential leader. He demonstrated integrity when he said that the decisions we make impact the lives of other people's children. Other people's children. This is an incredible responsibility to carry with us, and I will carry it every day at Pitt. And then there's Gene Smith, my mentor at Ohio State, and he continues to provide guidance for me in my years as an athletic director. Gene has challenged me, developed me as a leader, and given me the opportunity to learn from him. He paved the way and is an outstanding mentor to so many in the business, and I am blessed to be one of them. And I bring all of these gifts to Pitt. I've spent the last 3.5 years at the Eastern Michigan University, where as a team, along with our staff and coaches, you know, we built champions. And just a word to the EMU folks, always believe that we have the power to change lives every day. So you see, I didn't get here alone, and without the support and guidance of Bob and Andy and Gene, and without the leadership experiences I've had, and the colleagues and numerous friends in the business, and all the coaches and student athletes I've had the privilege to serve, I would not be here today. And a most important thank you to Chancellor Gallagher. From the time I walked into the interview room, I felt an instant connection. I listened to a leader who I wanted to have the chance to work for. And I'll let you in on something. You know, Chancellor Gallagher shared with me, athletics is in our DNA at Pitt, and we want it to be a tremendous source of pride. And more importantly, we want our student athletes to be proud graduates and champions at Pitt. He has great expectations for the university, and I am honored to be on his team. After the interview, I left Pitt with an unbelievable amount of respect for him, and most importantly, trust. I want to be a part of his innovative vision, and I'm confident we can work together to build a winning culture and winning teams at Pitt. As for my journey, athletics is in my DNA too. I was born and raised 100 miles from here in Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. My parents were both college athletes, and my brother too, and they're here today. My experience started at the University of Michigan, playing first base for Carol Hutchins. She probably only recruited me because I was left-handed and fast, but smart enough to know that she could teach me a lot about the game of softball, and more importantly, about the game of life. And so I fell in love with everything about intercollegiate athletics and what it represents. It's an environment filled with discipline, organization, and teamwork. And after finishing law school, I knew that it was an industry that had given me so much, and I wanted to give back. And here's what drew me to the University of Pittsburgh. Number one, the people. The opportunity to serve incredible people with integrity. Number two, the tradition. 230 years of tradition, yet a place filled with an innovative spirit and vision. And I honor this tradition, and yet I'm inspired to innovate and get better every day. Number three, the expectations. It's a preeminent university with academic prestige, and it's also a platform for our coaches and our 475 student athletes to compete for ACC and national championships. And fourth, it's the belief. It's the challenge of instilling a belief that we can compete with the best. When we wear the blue and gold, we'll wear it with pride. We'll expect to win, and we'll prepare for success. When I thought about this opportunity, I could not help but get excited to be at Pitt. I kept telling myself, if you get to cross that bridge, it's going to be an extraordinary opportunity. Well, as you know, our city is filled with hundreds of bridges. And as I drove through the Fort Pitt Tunnel, across the Fort Pitt Bridge, the view took my breath away. And I haven't even done it at night yet, right? And as I crossed the bridge, I could not help but think about where I had been and where I get to go. And more importantly, I couldn't help think about the extraordinary people who have impacted my life and the opportunity to expand the huddle and impact more. People matter. And a good friend and a head football coach once told me that, Heather, facilities are really important, but the reality is, if you don't trust the guy on the right of you and believe in the guy on the left of you, you're never going to win championships. And so I believe the same is true about our athletic department. We have to build a trust and a belief that in each other, that in order to build winning teams and a winning culture, it has got to be there. As your athletic director at the University of Pittsburgh, we'll have three primary goals. One is to serve our student athletes. We're going to surround them with the absolute best coaches and teachers we can. We want them to be committed, we'll be committed to them to having an opportunity to earn a meaningful degree at Pitt, or degrees at Pitt. And we'll want them to win championships, and we'll develop them into the leaders who become proud alumni of the university. Secondly, we need to make sure that our coaches have the resources necessary to be successful. And we need to look for creative ways to advance their programs for success. And third, and most importantly, we've got to create an environment of comprehensive excellence. And here's what I mean by comprehensive excellence. Everybody who touches this program impacts the lives of our student athletes. Just think about it. Every single person in our facility staff, the sports medicine team that treats our student athletes, the fans who come and cheer loudly, who buy Script Pitt gear, and the donors who invest and believe in our vision. We cannot do this alone. And I look forward to crossing each bridge to build a championship culture together. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. We are thrilled to call Pitt our home. And I can't wait to get started. Hail to Pitt. Thank you.